Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. What I have here for you today is the Skilhunt H03 Headlamp. It's pretty damn bright, ain't it? That was 1,000 lumens. Now I know on the website they say, well, maybe not. Yeah, they say 1,200 lumen. Those are LED lumens, but the ANSI lumens, the real actual lumens, is 1,000 lumens. Because I tell you the truth, I don't lie. Just like GearBest did send me this for review, but will in no way influence my review. I will give you the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything. But so far, I really like this headlamp a lot. If someone were to walk up to me right now and say, hey, you recommend that thing on your head? I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely recommend it, especially because there's a coupon code. So in the description box below, there is a link to GearBest website. So just go ahead and click on that link. And it normally costs $53, which is, you know, about on par with Amazon, which you'll be saying to yourself, why would I want to get it from GearBest when I could get it from Amazon and from a Prime member, and it, you know, because they gave me a coupon code. So also right below that link, when checking out, you could use the coupon code H0330CM. And it's in the description box. You don't have to quickly write it down. And you could get it for the amazing low price of $37.10. So pretty good deal. Anyway, let's get to what this video is really about, and that's this headlamp. I don't review enough headlamps, and this one, they actually said, hey, can you review this? And I knew nothing about the company, and I must say that the build quality has impressed me very, very much. It's bright. It's bright. I mean, on Candle Power Review or Candle Reviews, the website escapes me. If you know flashlights, you know the website. They like it too. It's very highly rated. It's a headlamp that utilizes a 18650 battery or two CR123s or two of those rechargeable CR123As. So you have a lot of options. The voltage range enables you to handle any of those. So let's go ahead and see why this is so good. So here's what comes in the box, including the box. Just want to let you take a look what it looks like. You can see it says NW. That means it is neutral white. It also comes in cool white. They also had other versions of this flashlights. Ones that had a, see how this has a lens, a T.I.R lens. They have one that it actually has a hinge and it could open up and close. And they also have one with a clear looking lens where you could actually see the orange pure reflector behind it. So when you go to the link that I provided, you'll see all those other options, but this one is the one with the T.I.R lens, as you can see right there. So there's your box. I'll let you take a quick look there. You can freeze frame if you'd like. Let you take a look there. It's a more floody beam. More floody beam. That means it's a flood, not a spot type of light. And that lens really does make it a very, 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 very good flood. You got a lanyard, so you could obviously take this out and use it like a regular flashlight. It has a right angle thing going on there, but you can take a lanyard and put that lanyard through the hole that is right there on the top. Kind of a different kind of place, but it makes sense because you could have it hanging around something and it'll sort of be like that. I don't know. Anyway, nice lanyard. Has a little locky thing, button. Good. Has a clip. Now this is freaking awesome because you could clip it and then clip it on your shirt or clip it or whatever, and then it's going to be pointing to whatever you want. Really cool. You also get some extra O-rings, and you get this pad, and I'll explain what that pad's about in a moment. And then of course you also get the user manual. So let's go ahead and go down the different things. I'm going to go ahead and just remove the flashlight from the headband, and you can see how easy that is. It's, you know, just sort of a I don't know what you call this kind of material, but it's used a lot in all kinds of different kind of a rubbery, but it's not rubber, it's more of a silicon kind of rubbery thing with some nice elastic bands that you could adjust. It could fit any size head. Even if you had one of them huge Charlie Brown heads, I'm sure it can adjust to fit it, unless you're really have an abnormal kind of head. Now, let's start from the top down. You have this T.I.R lens. T.I.R stands for Total Internal Reflection. What it does in a nutshell is it makes for a very nice light where you don't really have a set spot. It's just, you know, an even light, as you can see sort of right there. Go ahead and turn that off because we're not getting into that part yet. Behind this lens is a orange peel reflector, and in the middle of that reflector is an emitter, which is a Cree XM-L2U4 emitter. Again, this one is the neutral white. You can get it in cool white if you so desire. Lots of heat management stuff going on this flashlight, because when you do have it up on turbo, which is 1000 ANSI lumen, it's going to get hot, of course. So you have some heat dissipating fins back there, and also on the circuit board that has the LED emitter in there, it has a lot of copper on there, so that helps sort of pull heat away and keeps things from burning up. Operation on this flashlight is through this button. This button is on, off, and it also is used to cycle through different modes, and we'll go through that here later on in the video. The body is an aircraft grade aluminum construction with a black anodized coating. You have some nice knurling right here, so if you do use it as the flashlight, you could obviously get a very good grip on it. On the back here you have a tail cap that you unscrew to place the battery. Now, this did not include a battery, so you're going to have to go out and get your own 18650 or CR123 or rechargeable 123 battery. I'll let you take a look inside there and how that's made. Now, in here is a magnet. So this is actually magnetic on the tail cap, and of course I don't have anything. Oh, I do have something that's magnet or metal. So you can see it does have a magnet. It is just strong enough to hold itself up. It's not super duper strong like I wish so it was. So it's adequately strong, but not extremely strong. It will hold the flashlight up. Now, you can see that this little metal thing here is removable, and behind there is that coin looking thing right there. That comes out. That's the actual magnet. So if so desired, you could put that little rubber pad that I had here. Where is it? That I just showed you. Where is it? There it is. And you can put this in here and get rid of the magnetic tail cap. This could be important, like if you have things that are magnetically sensitive, like if for some reason you had a 3.5-inch floppy disk in your pocket, or you have credit cards with the magnetic strip on there and you don't want to have a magnet next to, you know, those things. You could take the magnet out, is what I'm trying to say. So pretty cool that they give you the option. It's there, although I can't think of that. You know, normally you need that. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab a battery. I'm just going to put in this cheap Radio Shack jobber, and you want to put positive side in first, and then you put the tail cap on. You have some nice grease threads. You got your O-ring. This is IPX8 standard waterproof, which is typically 6.5 feet. 6.5 feet waterproof. Also, it's impact resistant to 1 meter, which is 3.3 feet. Weight of this without the battery is 44 grams or 1.55 ounces. Add the weight of the battery, and then you have your total weight of the flashlight. Other features, this thing has a memory, so whatever brightness you have it, when you turn it off and you turn it back on, it remembers the brightness that you had it last set on. And that goes for the low, medium, high, and turbo. Other than that, the other things that this could do, like strobe and beacon, it's obviously not going to keep that in memory. Okay, so I think we went over everything as far as specs. If I miss anything, you can look in the description box below. Let's talk about operation. To turn it on, you press the button. To turn it off, you press and hold the button for about 1.5 seconds. It's that easy. To cycle through your 4 basic modes, when you turn it on, you have the low, medium, high, turbo, and then it's going to round robin back down. Very simple to use. Turn it off, press and hold. So next thing we're going to talk about is some other operational functions of this. If you double click it really quick, it goes directly into turbo. Then if you hit the button again, it goes right back to your 4 basic modes, and whatever you had in memory is the one that it's going to go back to. Press and hold, turn it off. Now if you press the button 3 times really quick, 1, 2, 3, it goes right to a strobe mode. It's a multi-frequency strobe. Pretty nice. Click it once, it goes back to your normal modes, whatever you had it set last. Press and hold the button, turns it off. So let's go back to strobe 3 times, 1, 2, 3. And if you click it while it's strobing, if you click it twice, now it's going to do a beacon, as you can see there. If you double click it again, it's going to do a different speed beacon. You can see it's the lights are staying on a little bit longer than that first beacon. Double click again, it's going to go back to the strobe. So that's your round robin through your special modes. Now I notice, like, I'm going to go ahead and put it in a beacon, one of the beacons. So I'm going to go ahead and click it twice. It's going to do that sort of flash kind of beacon. Now if I hit the button, it's going to go back to the normal modes, whatever I had it set at, right? Go ahead and turn it off. Now if I triple click, whoops, yeah, see how it's doing that strobe? So it has a memory in those special modes, whereas wherever you left off on either one of the 2 beacons or the strobe, when you go back, it'll go back to whatever that one was. Just found that out. Alright. Now it has another thing where when it's off, you can see it's off right there. If you press and hold the button, it locks it. Not only does it lock it, but it illuminates the button every now and then, and you can see that it is locked. It will not inadvertently turn on. So you could have this, you could set it down somewhere and you won't lose it, because that little red light it'll come on every now and then. So it's sort of like a locator slash lock, kind of an interesting function. If you press and hold it, it unlocks it for 1.5 seconds or whatever. Now you're back in your normal. So that's basically all the operation in a nutshell. All that's in the description box below. I know I ran through it really quick. Let's now go through the runtimes and lumens. You do have 2 lows, 2 mediums, 2 highs, 2 turbos, because you could pre-program what you want your low to be between, let's say, those 2 choices of 0.5 and 3, or you could choose 20 or 70 for your medium, or 160 or 365 for your high. So the way that it all works is I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. It's coming on the low, because that's what I left it on here just a moment ago. And let's say I want to make it the 3, because right now this is the 0.5, which is almost like a Firefly. You can barely see it. So while it's on, double click and it will switch to the other option within the, in this case, low. Double click it again, it's going to go to the 0.5. Now you single thing, and then it goes up to the medium, and then it goes up to the high, and then it goes to the turbo. You got it? So while it's in any of those certain brightnesses, if you double click, it'll cycle between the 2 options, and it'll remember what you set it at. So when you go back, it can go to whatever you want. So I'll let you take a look at that. Firefly, you can see, you can't even see anything on here. And I'll go ahead and click it again, and that's whatever I left the medium on. And there's your high, and there's your turbo, and you can see there's really no spot. It's a very floody it's a very floody flashlight, and you can see how nice and even everything is right there, and everything disperses very quickly. So very, very floody. Okay, it's in Firefly mode here. I just want to show you how it could be a utility light. I'm going to go ahead and bump it up to medium. And I have the side of my grill here, which is metal. And you can see, because it's right-handed on that light, you can just sort of stick it over wherever you want to work and use it as a utility light. So really handy that you could use it for something just like that. Well, it's starting to get dark out. So luckily I got my headlamp on, and I got to walk around my yard and not walk in poop. So I could go ahead and just turn this on. It's in turbo. Sorry about that. And then I could just walk around. So you can see that it definitely comes in handy in its primary role as a headlamp. Okay, I got this sort of pointed up against the umbrella here on my deck to close things out. So, do I recommend this flashlight? Oh, I definitely do. By the way, you can easily rotate it within the head mount. So, wherever you need the light, you can move it up and down to wherever you need it. It works really, really good. This is great for like when I come home and if it's dark and I have to hit my mailbox. If it's already dark, I could, see when I normally can't, and I have to like have a separate flashlight in my hand. Headlamp works so much better. So many different things. Again, you got the magnet on that other side, so you could use it as a utility light if you have to. It's an all-purpose flashlight that is bright, 1,000 lumens, and again, you got the coupon code. Look in the description box. Use the link for GearBest. Support my channel if it's something that you're interested in. If not, still a cool product. I'm glad you watched my video. I'm glad you support my channel. I appreciate you supporting me. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day or evening or whatever time it is, wherever you're at. Take care. Bye.